If you were to ask most people what their issues with Halo Infinite are, most likely it's going to fall into one of these four categories: customization, lack of content, progression, or just general bugs and crashes and the desync that you encounter when you're playing in lobbies. Well, as you guys know, 343 has made some changes to try and improve the progression system a little bit, and whether or not they have a good system yet is kind of up in the air. I think it's more of a band-aid fix, but they are making changes toward better progression. Well, today Sketch has come out to confirm that we are now going to get improvements on another one of those key areas, and that is just a general lack of content and playlists. And so I want to talk about that because while I do think this is really cool, I do think it's kind of underwhelming that they had to get all this feedback to realize that they needed to add in these playlists. It should have been pretty obvious that we needed these playlists at launch, and some of these playlists aren't even really that special or that amazing in my opinion. So currently, obviously, if you play Halo Infinite, there's basically three game modes: Ranked, BTB, and Quick Play. Those are the three playlists that you can get, and that's about it unless you want to play against bots or play customs or something like that. But even customs aren't all that special since we obviously don't have Forge. If you go all the way back to something like Halo 2 or Halo 3, even in games like that way back in the day, we would have a slew of different playlists that you can play from. You had variety in the ranked playlist and you had variety in the social playlist. And unlike currently in Halo Infinite, where the only social playlists are just standard BTB or Quick Play, games like Halo 2 and 3 also had modes that were a little bit more wacky or casual or fun, with things like Team Snipers or Team SWAT, which I know obviously some people take seriously, but obviously it's a nice change of pace from standard Halo gameplay. There's also obviously always been things like Free-for-All, and Halo 3 and onwards had Infection, and all sorts of other playlists that would come in and out of all those games. Even when Halo 5 launched, while Halo 5 was very light in content, it still had more playlists than Halo Infinite currently has. Halo 5 had Warzone, Warzone Assault, Team Arena, Slayer, Breakout, Free-for-All, SWAT, and a playlist that would usually rotate in on weekends. These 9 playlists, or 8 if you don't count the weekend playlist, is over double more than what Halo Infinite currently has at 3, and even Halo 5 was heavily criticized for its lack of content at launch. So to go from Halo 5, where people complained about content, they complained about missing playlists and everything like that, and then to launch Halo Infinite with only 3 playlists is pretty crazy in my opinion. Now that said, we are going to talk about what they're adding. So Unyshek here says that they're listening to our feedback and they're working on adding Fiesta, Team Tactical, which is SWAT, and then Free-for-All playlists as we speak, but they aren't going to land at the launch on December 8th, but we will get them before the end of the year. On top of that, they're also going to monitor playlist health after the 3 additions above and adjust their offerings if needed, but they're excited to make these updates before the holidays, including that a Social Slayer playlist with multiple variations is also in the works, as this is one of the ones that is most requested, but they won't be able to get that one ready until after the holidays. And they basically just say that we hope we can understand and enjoy the ones that make it in before they kind of take that holiday break. Now don't get me wrong, I'm very happy to see Fiesta, SWAT, and Free-for-All added into Halo Infinite. While I don't necessarily care for Fiesta or SWAT per se, Free-for-All is a playlist that I have a lot of fun playing. That said though, it kind of bothers me how Unyshek says they have to monitor playlist health when Halo Infinite is currently at an all-time high in terms of players. If we're being honest, anytime from now is probably just going to go down, and it's crazy to me that they wouldn't capitalize on that big player base that we have right now with a wide slew of gameplay options. I know there's Halo players from Halo 3 or Halo Reach that only play specific playlists, whether it's Team Snipers or Team SWAT, which I understand they're adding, or various other playlists, or maybe just people that only play Slayer. It really is crazy to me that they tried to launch it with just Quick Play and BTB for social playlists. Now that said, obviously I talk about this in every video, the gameplay itself of Halo Infinite is very fun, and I am excited to play these new playlists and get a little bit more variety into the game. I think this will help a lot, as currently Quick Play and Ranked in my opinion are a little bit too close in terms of how they play. Obviously Ranked is a little bit different with BR starts and no radar, but at the end of the day you're mostly playing the same maps and mostly playing the same game modes, so it'll be nice to actually queue up some different things that will feel totally different. I think this will help a lot in terms of burnout for players and maybe give us a little bit more variety in terms of challenges, though I am bummed that a Slayer only playlist won't make it in until after the holidays. I'm obviously not a developer or anything like that, but that doesn't seem like something that should take an overly long amount of time, but maybe there is a lot more back-end work than I'm aware of. I hope with the free-for-all playlist and then the Slayer playlist when they add it in, we get a variety of different kind of game modes in it. I hope it's not all AR sidekick spawns. I think it'd be fun to have a mix, have some that are BR spawns, have some that are AR sidekick, and that way all the games when you're playing social playlists don't all kind of run together and feel the same. But if we're being honest, I think this is only the start. I think there are a lot of other playlists that Halo Infinite needs to add, or maybe we need to get something where we can pick the game modes we're playing, as even with this update, it doesn't seem like we're going to be able to do that. If you're playing quick play, you're still going to get stuck playing whatever game mode you get. I don't really know how I feel about this overall. I'm happy they're adding the more playlists, but it is just kind of a bummer to me that it's going to take this long for them to add in playlists, and there's still going to be a lot of playlists that are going to be missing. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of these playlist updates. Are there more playlists you think that are needed? Is this enough playlists? Do you think there are enough players to split between all these playlists, or any other comments that you have in mind? As always, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and make sure you guys follow me over on Twitter and Instagram. And with that said, I'll see you all next time.